Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say what? We about to break bread right now. About to break bread. We gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do it. Let me fix that. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Don't forget. Gotta hear everything we need. We about to go see the plug. About to go see the plug. You know how I get. Got to be on point. What it do, what it does. When you come in, please tap that screen. Share the live. If you get something from it, make sure you all tap in with me. Invest in yourself. This is an opportunity, you know, for you to invest in yourself just like any other time when somebody brings something to your attention that you feel like is, worthy of you getting in on the ground floor. So, before we go see the plug, I got a few more folk that might be willing to invest. So let's not, steady too long. You know what I'm saying? Let's not steady too long. Because I don't want nobody to come along and have to prove y'all wrong. Like, dang, I should have jumped in when I had the opportunity to get on. Feel me? And the more we put our heads together or put our bread together, the better we gonna get a deal. The better deal we gonna get. Y'all know how this go. Y'all know how this go now. Come on now. Don't tell me I'm the only one come from the block. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. What's up, nobody? What's up, Shonda? How you doing? Peace to you too, beautiful soul. Appreciate y'all being here. If y'all could, tap that screen, share the live. Shador, how you doing? Please hit that like button for my family on YouTube. If you new around here, make sure you subscribe. You feel me? Make sure you subscribe as well. Yesterday we had a major surprise. My mother pulled up on us. It was a beautiful thing. As y'all can see, we talking about going and smile. Cause help is on the way. Help is on the way. But the thing is, when you got backup like that, ain't that how we move? You feel me? So I need for you to be of that vibration. Be of that vibration. In times of, perceived doubt, when everything is happening as though, it could go wrong. You feel me? Be ready for things to happen in a miraculous way. But you have to stay strong in your conviction of how you know things should be going. Of what you understand your reality to be. Again, your reality can only be what you perceive. Case in point, we are human beings. You feel me? Meaning, you are one with your being, your thought process, your feelings. You feel me? Your interpretations of life lead to the spirit in which you carry out the way that you go about life. Again, please tap that screen, share the live, save a life out here. You know what I'm saying? Be in the spirit of praise. First thing. You know what I'm saying? First thing in the morning. Or first thing in the AM. For a lot of us, we haven't graduated to the point of, so-called mourning is something that's celebrated. Like, I'm grateful to get to this point where I'm like, man, such and such made it out. You feel me? Such and such done made it out. But that's because of my understanding of this life and the transcending of this life and how we all gonna transcend one way or another. Are you gonna go on your own terms, being one with the creative force, or are you gonna go kicking and screaming? You feel me? Or are you gonna go kicking and screaming? Appreciate y'all coming in. If you could, on my family on TikTok, please tap that screen. Let's get them likes up. That's how we get more beautiful souls up in here to hear this message. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the messenger, it's about the message. You feel me? So I appreciate every moment that you spend focused on this type of information, because it's dope as we reach out and touch a thing when we put it on our mind. You feel me? When we put these things on our mind. Shout out to you, Miss Betty. That's another big investor in this platform, as she sees the investment that we are placing in people in general. You feel me? And she wants this to be here for harvest time. Miss Marley is another, man, shout out to Miss Marley. Miss Marley stepped up something major, you feel me? And I gotta point out the things that I'm grateful for, you feel me? That I'm grateful for. Remember, spend the first 20 minutes of your day. Thank you for that investment, Miss Marley. Thank you for them roses. Spend the first 20 minutes of your day talking about the things that you're grateful for. Thinking about the things that you're grateful for. But like, Barb, how you doing, love? Thinking about the things that you're grateful for. So therefore, that's the spirit of your day. You know, remember them people in school that used to always be so-called preppy. But you gotta think they was in tune with whatever their intent was for that day. Remember, we are human beings. So in order for your being to be somewhere, you must make it one with your being. Shout out to you, Shabo. Appreciate that hood therapy. Thank you for doing your job and being on your post today. Anaya, good to see you, love. Good to see you. If y'all could, please tap that screen, share the live. Tap that screen, share the live. Save a life out here. You know what I'm saying? Save a life out here. You have a beautiful face as well. Thank you. I mean, every time it hit home, share the live. You feel me? If I say something that adds to your life, because that's the goal with this conversation, is to inspire. You know, for my family on YouTube, y'all already know how we do. We run up the cash out, cause we got these summer camps coming up for these kids. We got the retreats for the adults. You know what I'm saying? And everything in between as far as the Blacks Rehab. This is a lifelong work, so it's important that we put our intent along with what we seek to bring forth. Remember, smile as though you know help is on the way. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. I am. I'm always outside. I'm always being true to myself. Thank you for coming through, Chef. Always being true to myself. You know, starting with, you know, some of the things I woke up and I recognized I was grateful for. Maybe so this can be an example. I am grateful for great health and the health of my family. I am grateful to be in my right mind and to be in perfect peace. I am grateful to do what I am made to do. I am grateful to be in that state. You feel me? I am grateful to behold the greatness of life. I am grateful to the abundance that is. I am grateful for all the things I went through that helped me to draw this conclusion. I am grateful for this moment in time to give thanks. I am grateful for the love I expressed and the love I felt. I am grateful for my daily growth in my life. I am grateful for the confidence I have in my ability to figure out things. You feel me? What's up with it, Ashley? Good to see you, love. Appreciate y'all coming through. You feel me? Appreciate y'all coming through. Appreciate you, King, coming through, too. Let me get your name. Mr. Babu, appreciate you coming through. Hope I said your name right. As well, take the opportunity when you have difficult relationships with certain people. Remember, we at the plug, y'all, so this ain't the time to be trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So to speak, we know what we here for. We stepping into our intention. And with us stepping into our intention, we are plugging into the necessary skills or necessary tools that we're going to need to infuse ourselves with to bring forth the changes that we need to see. And remember, wherever your thoughts is, this is where you reach. It's like reaching your hand out to grab something. So in order for you to grasp any concept or grasp anything in life, you must first put it here. So I am grateful that we had this opportunity for you and me to discuss this. Because this is as though you walking into the doctor's office and they letting you know about the potential sickness or the potential problem. So at that point, you got to be grateful for that moment. Smile as though you know help is on the way. Send 3 messages of love and appreciation to people that so-called bother you. Perceived nemesis. Let them know how much you appreciate the growth process that you're experiencing from the daily experiences that you have with them. Some people in your life as though like a parent. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of us, we're not willing to learn from each one of these experiences. So it becomes like, dang, I got to listen to somebody again. rather than you understanding somebody's giving you instruction that's going to better your life. And should you heed this instruction, your life will be better for it, instead of you going through the basic struggles for necessities or understanding about the basic necessities of life. You feel me? Because that's what a lot of us spend our whole adulthood worrying about, trying to cover our basic necessities instead of peeping game from the people that's already providing for us and expounding on this. Listening to the little subtle things that they were saying instead of being so frustrated in the ways that it was given to you. You able to be like, you know what, I appreciate you giving me this though. I appreciate you telling me this. Appreciate if y'all would tap that screen. Please share the live. Save a life out here. You feel me? It's a lot of people that need to hear this. And we here in this moment in time to be the light. So shine, shine bright. Shine your light. Save a life by sharing the live. Invest in the platform, because this is our rehab. It's not just about, I see you, cut. Good to see you, love. It's not just about, rehabbing the obvious things that's going to cause us problems. But it's about rehabbing ourselves daily. It's about checking our stocks and balances. It's about checking our stocks and balances, you feel me, daily, to make sure we're balancing ourselves out. What's up with it, Lady J? Good to see you too. You know what I'm saying? Be silent and in the dark for 5 minutes of the day. For some of us, we might not get total darkness. Appreciate that. We might not get total darkness. But be able to close your eyes for 5 minutes and ask for guidance. Ask for guidance for whatever you are struggling with throughout that day to figure out. But recognize the struggle is only to give yourself the time. Hear me now. The struggle is only to give yourself the time. You don't gotta reinvent the wheel. Literally, you don't. These are downloads. So-called ideas that we perceive or conceive are merely downloads, y'all. Merely downloads. If you new around here, please subscribe for my family on YouTube. Drop a comment, say what's up. This is my way of saying what's up to you. If you over here on TikTok, hit that follow, tap that screen so them lights can go up, so the beautiful people around the world can see our light, as well as the algorithm can see what we like to see. You feel me? We can get more of this. We have the power to alter our lives in all forms, to shape our own reality, to shape our own realities by using our faculties. Recognize every thought that comes across your mind isn't necessarily, man, peace to you, family. I appreciate that love. Isn't necessarily your thought. Because this mind absorbs, it remembers, you know what I'm saying, experiences, as well as it filters, meaning it consciously says what's what. It's aware of this experience. You feel me? And this is the beauty of life. Because once you recognize you have the ability, you have this ability to alter your reality, then there's never a moment in time that you can't hit that thermostat and say, hey, you know what? I got to fix this temperature. Shout out to you, Coda. I appreciate you being in here. Appreciate you. I gotta fix this temperature. Or let me appreciate this temperature. Let me appreciate not being outside in the cold. Let me appreciate the fact that I have this warmth in my body that's letting me know that certain things within me is being healed. Because it's not until we raise our temperature, it's not until things are firing off that things begin to happen in our life. Appreciate y'all tapping that screen. Appreciate y'all sharing that live. Appreciate y'all sharing y'all life with me. Share the live, save a life out here. It's so many people that are wondering and figuring out things, but struggling with their accountability with it. Meaning like they second guessing themselves. The things that they figuring out because the rest of the world ain't on the same route. Ain't on the same route. But we can help each other overcome our doubts and strengthen our belief and understanding of life to the point we can make miraculous things happen on the daily. Or we can appreciate the things that happen on the daily, because all possibilities are present at all times. That's why each one of us is considered a universe. Thank you, Kay. Because of the way that our ability to perceive can change our life. Appreciate that investment as I invest in you. And now we are allies. You feel me? We are allies. You no longer are sitting back idle. You are one with the message. I appreciate you. The setup and how we gonna reverse the curse. Cause we went to the plug, you feel me? We done went to the plug and found out we might as well smile. Cause we know help is on the way. You feel me? We know help is on the way. We done figured out, oh, okay, we gotta start our day with 20 minutes worth of things, just saying how we grateful. Write down 10 things that you grateful for. Send out 3 messages to people that bother you or give you trouble at some point. For the most part, this is going to strengthen our mind to the point we're going to be able to start seeing obstacles as opportunities rather than insurmountable obstacles like, woe is me, why I got to go through this all the time? You feel me? I didn't do anything. Like, come on now. Tap back into that mind frame of the young child at that time. But the young child is, how am I going to get around this? How am I going to get this point through to you? Remember when we used to get in trouble for talking back? We were like, maybe you don't understand what I'm trying to say because we still learning how to formulate our thought process. Appreciate everybody coming in. If you could, tap that screen, share the live, save a life. This is my opportunity to bring Blacks Rehab virtual. So with everything that we do here, it's going to increase our reach outward. You feel me? But at the same time, I know the power of belief. My belief in the fact that conversation can shape and change reality is the reason why we having this conversation. We at the plug. We done peeped the setup. Now we about to reverse the curse. Change how you look at stuff. Change how you look at stuff. If you've been looking at things one way, change it. If it's not serving you, first ask, is the way that I'm looking at things now, is that serving me? Is that to my detriment? If it's to your detriment, change it. It's that simple. The lie must reference the truth. So even if you've been lying to you, then guess what? The opposite of what you've been thinking about you must be the truth. And quite frankly, the truth is, in the oldest definition, come on now, let's deal with the OI, the original intent. The truth is that which exists. And you exist, right? You hear me, right? I see you coming across this screen. You are the truth. The truth is you exist, if anything. And with that being said, you are one with truth, making you truth. Embrace going into the darkness to bring it to the light. And it is you. Learn to express your faculties. But learn to develop a certain keen level of patience that you developed as a child. In learning to exercise your abilities with this body. You was patient with yourself when you fell down. You learned to be patient with yourself. To the point, it was as though your parents was like, darn, you don't even feel pain. Because you was constantly so focused on reaching out to a skill of being able to get around. To the point you didn't let pain stop you from achieving what you were seeking to achieve from the examples that you have seen or perceived from the people walking around you. Give thanks for what the last relationship taught you. Physically, spiritually, and allowed you to feel. You feel me? What it allowed you to feel. Instead of looking back like, darn, this person did me dirty, this person did this to me. No. Look back like, dang, I grew in this relationship. I remember in that one relationship where I did certain things I wasn't all that happy about that I did. In this past relationship, guess what? I ain't do that. I ain't put myself or that person through that. I didn't tell them, man, such and such did this to me, and now I'm railroading them. I'm doing this to them. Facts. I'm doing this to them. And if you doing something to somebody and all the while talking about how they did you dirty, come on now, recognize that you are practicing a certain level of insanity too. If you can't see how what you doing is giving way to things coming back to you, every moment that you spend not worrying about the things that are becoming of the fulfillment of within, the person within who is the captain of this ship, is another moment that you spend patronizing yourself, wasting your time. So the next time your problems come back around, you're not prepared. You're not prepared to be successful, therefore you're not. Therefore you're not. Peace to you, wise girls. You're not prepared to be successful, so therefore you're not. As a lot of us begin to lose feeling because we don't put so much pressure on situations because we trying to act at the last minute. Oops. Oops. We don't even recognize we acting at the last minute. But we done been taught to act at the last minute. We done been taught to not act at all. So then at the last minute, the divine within you steps up and makes a decision, shows a level of bravery to where even if it's time to learn a lesson in your loss, you recognize, dang, this is still gonna be a game. Because it's not until your wins and your losses feel like the same thing that you actually are growing, that you actually are balanced. Learn to appreciate the silence between the notes as the two play off each other to create a rhythm. What I'm saying is, be ready for the ups and the downs. So that when you have a down, that you don't start acting, man, come on, you don't act in ways that's not becoming of you. So when you come back around to your senses, to when you remember who you are, it ain't too far of a fetch for people to be like, hold on, is it the same person that was just talking mess? Not to mention, it's the pause in between that allows for it all to mesh and leave room for distinction. Leave room for distinction. See, we come from a force, a creative force that is so grand that it leads to a diversity. And we are part of a fractal of this light. And that's why we get these downloads. That's why you have ideas that you might not act on, but then later on you see somebody put out an invention. Hey, come on now. Scientists with some minds that we do download. Look into it. Consult your nearest professional. You know what I'm saying? Don't take my word for it. As well as, become a pro at living your life. You know what I'm saying? So at some point you become prophetic in the ways of life. Peace to you, Keisha. Good to see you, love. Which diversity will you be a part of? Diversity is the order of the day. How many ways can we resolve a problem? For some people, it's how many ways can you cause a problem because you winging it. You haven't understood your will enough to intentionalize what you will, to be one with the creative force, to get ahead of what's perceived a problem to another person, but for you an opportunity to be a blessing because you're a problem solver. We lenders, not borrowers, meaning you should be able to lend the ear to hear the problem and know that within this problem is the solution. But all I got to do is be a great listener and know that the divinity that is me, that is within me, will bring forth a solution. If I'm brave enough, to allow it to. Now this type of situation has occurred whenever it occurs. Now handle your business so you know how to deal with whatever occurs. Hear me now. Come on, we got to think on things because absent from the body, we all the way out of touch. Come on. So when you lose feeling of what's important in this life, when you lose feeling of what's important in this life, recognize. When you telling people they too sensitive, you losing feeling. I need you to know when we get free from this body, it's when we won, or we remember all our powers. But you can tap into them now. The ones that's possible with this technology and this vessel, because we do have certain powers that's possible just because we appear in this matter. But learn to appreciate, learn to smile as though you know help is on the way, and you will see the power that you bear, the power that is you, the energy. Because that's all we're talking about. And the intentionalizing of it is the power. Now this person is more in tune than ever. When you smell them, like when they get released from the body, they more in tune than ever. When you smell them, when you begin to have visions of them, they around in that moment whether you know it or not. Again, remember to send money towards assets, things that are going to continue to grow you. So when you want to buy things that, just to help other people, or buy frivolous things that just make your ego, or not even ego, make it's therapeutic, because it's certain things you weren't able to have as a child, and it represented something to you. So in order for you to get past that, you have to exercise that desire, as long as it ain't to the detriment of other people. Learn what you must. Spend your focus on upliftment as you begin to mature, and let everything else in your life reap the benefits of your gratefulness. Alright, we offering at the camp, in the retreat, on a daily basis. When y'all pull up on us, we offering remedies, reinforcements, ways to relax, teaching you rituals, meaning to go through the process of as though it already is. As though it already is. We don't ask for much, but we do appreciate all investments in the platform, as these things will serve, or these funds will serve towards the summer camps for the at-risk kids, the retreats for the parents who need much needed relaxation, need opportunities to study the ways of relaxation, and have a firm understandings on why they do things that they do, so they can learn to appreciate themselves too. I appreciate you too, Carter. Appreciate you for having knowledge enough to be able to receive and absorb it. You know what I'm saying? This is a remembering phase we in with this life. I also realized from looking at the so-called side effects some people lack, feeling so certain drugs heighten their senses. Where those who tap into this on a daily, it would just make you become more focused. Or we just need to strengthen our focus. Just saying. We seek to have understanding with each other, we'll be better for it, y'all. If we seek to have better understanding with each other, we'll be better for it. Recognize unless you're of the spirit of giving thanks, you ain't gonna come up. We on the come up, y'all. We on the come up. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Please tap the screen, share the live for my family on TikTok, for my family on YouTube. Please share the live, not one time, but 2 times, as well as 3 times for the mother, father, child. You feel me? Recognize, again, unless you're one with the spirit of gratefulness or giving thanks, you ain't got nothing coming. You ain't on the come up. But we on the come up, because we are. Our new name is Grateful. Appreciate you, Miss Betty, tapping that screen. This life can be frustrating, as though that baby, when you was a baby, trying to learn how to work your limbs, your fingers, you feel me? No wonder certain things never seem to come out right. But when we develop a keen sense of emotional intelligence, we will begin to understand the intentions of others. Meaning, even if somebody say something that don't sound right, we'll be able to get what they trying to say. You feel me? Man, tell them, Queen. Kings and Queens Corner coming very soon. You feel me? Coming very soon. True Spit, good to see you, love. Good to see you. Sending positive energy to you. Overcoming the fake symbolic victory for true pride. You feel me? The only way we overcome that is recognize our truth is in our ability to figure things out. And recognize all truth is already present, even if you dealing with a lie. Even if you dealing with a lie. If you know, like I know, we all trying to figure it out. But for a lot of us, we get so caught up in thinking others know more than we do, so we try to rush about. You feel me? But recognize skipping steps is only gonna be bad for your health and people that depend on you. You feel me? Our true pride should come in our ability to figure things out. Appreciate y'all sharing the live. Appreciate y'all tapping that screen. Thank you for every being that is in here. Recognize you have the ability to alter your reality by what you spend your time doing. Where you put your mind at is no different than me reaching out and touching this screen. You getting a grasp on certain things. So I appreciate y'all not patronizing yourself today, but taking time for yourself and y'all inner fulfillment. Again, we should only take pride in our ability to figure things out based on our experiences with ourselves. This is confidence too. You know what I'm saying? These intertwine. After giving all the praise, now your eyes are focused on what? The return. On the return, right? Now the perception is ready to behold the blessings. As though we store them in a cloud. You feel me? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I also want to take this time now, aside from giving thanks to Miss Betty as well as a few other people who have invested while we was live. I want to take the time to give thanks to Miss Brandy B as well. Continue to give thanks to two queens who the platform has been sponsored by. One is Queen Wonderful. Some of y'all might know her about Wonderful Wheat Bread. It's actually three queens. Miss Angel, known as the Commish, and Miss Right on Cue Henderson. She know who she is. I appreciate that love in the form of, you know, people always try to separate our energies to make us feel less than from what we contribute. But what I will say is I appreciate every kind word, every tap on the screen, every share of the live, every cash out. Again, we make our money from our what? Sweat equity. So in order for us to cause future changes, we must plant seeds in the places that we want to receive the changes. So if we're receiving information that's causing inner fulfillment, then you feel me, guess what? Everything else is going to follow. But if you can't perceive it because you're not receiving the proper information for this inner achievement, then guess what? You already know you being deceived when they keep on pointing to them and never telling you anything about you. You feel me? If you get in, yeah, that's facts. It all counts. You get anything out of it. Shoot, cash app us $1 to the platform, and notice I said us because we in this together. This is also how we beat the alarm. You feel me? We can't keep on waiting until it's too late. We got to prepare for tomorrow. We got to prepare for so-called perceived issues. So then at this point, you feel me? At this point, guess what? We ready for this. This is like jumping over the hurdle and we've been strengthening our legs. Let me show you how I hit it. Let me show you how I hit that mud. Let me show you how I hit that. You feel me? We wake up ready to go through something new at that point. When we recognize it's all about figuring it out instead of thinking everybody else knows something. Everybody else knows something. Grand rising to you, Tequila. Weird acts of overcoming perceived handicaps. That's what we must do. This is how we come up. This is how we come up. When people are always telling you, oh man, you ain't nothing because you didn't have this. Don't let that hold you back. Don't let that hold you back. Don't. For people who felt like, oh, I didn't have a father figure, figure out the different things that you feel like your father would have taught you. Go to the areas that you need to work on. But most of all, be real with yourself. Truth be told, let's talk about what a father figure does. A father figure gives affirmation. They affirm you. You feel me? That don't mean they tell you what to do. They can be a spiritual guide, though. But they there to protect you as you going through. They there to protect you as you going through. Some of us, we didn't need that. For some of our generations, we had to learn firsthand so we can understand for real, quick. And we ain't had that come on now. When you learn firsthand, that's when you really learn. As we overcome each one, we are breaking status quos. As we overcome these so-called perceived handicaps, we breaking the status quos. As we stand up to them, you feel me? We standing up to these perceived handicaps as though the Vandals, when they overtook the Romans, when they was weak and everybody else was still stuck in the fact they thought they were strong. Everybody else was stuck in the fact they thought these people were still strong. I challenge y'all, man. Let's do this challenge. It's called the Gold Mine Challenge. In order for y'all to recognize the gold mine that is you, you got to dig deep. So we got to go back, do some shadow work. First, we're going to have to appreciate our birth. We're going to have to appreciate our birth. So for those of us, you know, who mothers are still here, I encourage you to call your mother and tell her, thank you for the gift of life. And if you didn't do anything else, it's all right. For those whose mothers is not here, or in this physical body is not here, make a video. I would encourage both of y'all to make a video because that's how the challenge gonna go up. But we want this to reverberate. Make a video of you thanking your mother for the gift of life. The gift of life. Remember, the plug was, and what the plug was telling us, the keys was gonna be, at what price? It's gonna come at the price of you smiling. As though, hey, help is already on the way. And you know it. So you gotta wake up, start your day. Take them first 20 minutes to give thanks. We peeped the setup on how we was gonna reverse the case. Change how we look at stuff. Embrace the darkness to bring light to it. Understand it's the silence in between that creates the rhythm. The notes and the silence in between that creates a rhythm, you feel me? So you gotta learn to appreciate the up and the down. The known and the unknown. You'll come to find out they one and the same, you feel me? You can either be on the front of a situation, meaning you understand how things come into be. You one with the creative force, meaning your ways are the ways of creation, rather than being my ways ain't your ways, meaning you don't understand how things come into be. That's the conversation. Recognize, unless you in the spirit of giving thanks, you will never be able to behold. I love you too, Queen. You'll never be able to behold the greatness that is you. Don't mean you ain't great. You just can't see it. And if you ever been around a situation that really drawed on your heartstrings, like, you know, somebody not recognizing that they are the greatness that they've been seeking, then I don't, like, you know, I know we say we done seen sad situations, but there's no sadder situation than to not live up to your, come on, man. Not live up to your greatness. When I was young, they used to say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. My goal is to spark the mind. Spark the mind. I really feel and know at this point in my journey, our purpose is to achieve the highest effects on each other in this life. And the highest effects we can make on this life is to inspire and be inspired. Because that's what keeps life going. We inspire others to keep living, and in turn we're inspired to keep living because we know we can affect life in a positive way. But when you feel like you don't do nothing but destroy things in life, as much as you might not be ready to take yourself out, the reason why you take other people out is because of how you feel about yourself. What's up with it, Bar? Good to see you, King. Is because of how you feel about yourself. Just saying, y'all. We done went to the plug. We done peeped the setups to reverse the curse. Like, we so deep in at this point. I hope you see the gold mine that is you at this point in time. I hope you see you hooked up. And don't get out your hookup. Don't get out your hookup so you can keep on coming up. And don't get thrown off, because sometimes it seems like you just keep rising, and then you do these little, like a, you know what I'm saying, like you on the stock market or something. Or like somebody doing a lot of take the test. But that's just how life go, baby. So when those so-called perceived moments are going down, prepare to go back up. While you up, prepare to go down. Hey, you got this, champ. You got this. So when you prepared to go up, hey, guess what? It ain't no, come on, this ain't no look past that you ain't know where it was gonna go. I ain't become nothing I ain't set out to be. And that's why I'm happy with my reality. For a lot of us, we doing things that we ain't never planned on doing. So it's hard to be happy. Appreciate you coming through, Maya. You're beautiful as well. So it's hard to be happy with your reality when you're not intentionalizing your life. And first of all, recognizing like you gonna go one way or another. But where you have your possibilities surrounding you as you pass away, riding you into your grave, that's facts. I take my atmosphere with me wherever I go. Wherever I go. And it's the atmosphere of being grateful. So therefore life treats you just like that person in your life that, you know, my daughter, man, she love I love giving my daughters, all of them, you feel me, getting them stuff because they be so grateful. You know what I'm saying? And you love doing stuff for people that are what? Grateful, right? It's the same thing with life. Life just keeps on revealing more to you. It's like we walk through life like this the whole time. So imagine if y'all had y'all hand in front of y'all face, how much y'all gonna be able to see. I'm talking about put your hand just right in front of your eyes. And then we just, you know, as time go on, we start spreading our hands out just a little bit more, then a little bit more, then a little bit more. And depending on what you trying to see or what you done focused your thoughts on, that's what you gonna open your eyes to see. So if you done focused your thoughts on stuff, complaining because you done been raised about around people that complain, instead of doing certain things in life, you feel me, so they don't have to complain, then guess what? You're going to open your eyes to see things to complain about. But even if you was raised around complainers, guess what? You can submerge yourself in this type of information. We got so much over here for y'all to submerge yourself into. Let one video play on your TV while you listening to something else in your headphones. So it becomes your environment. And then at that point, you're reprogramming yourself. If you don't understand that this whole body is programmable, we ran off in Dinka codes, you feel me? Or some would call it Dinka codes, some would call it computer codes, ones and zeros. Like, come on, G. We out here. Peace to you all and nothing. Thank you for sharing the live. We out here. We outside, y'all. And when I say we outside, we have a clear understanding of ourselves. And we seeking a furtherance of our understanding daily. And can't wait to get up to get more. Can't wait to get up and get more of an understanding. So I'm so grateful for those who said, you know what, instead of being so caught up, because a lot of the brothers, we talk about it, the sisters too, that are creatives. We talk about, like, are they going to appreciate us for talking about the things that's going to be becoming of people versus talking about the things that, you know, the normal society want us to talk about because people are putting more money behind it. Like, let's get it right. We got to take care of our kids just like everybody else. We got to put on our pants just like everybody else. So you have times where the creatives, the people that are constantly trying to seek to open doors within you, because that's what I consider myself, a door opener, a success coach. That we even have to consider, like, dang, I might have to take time away from everything that it is or everything that it takes for me to bring forth this message. Like we say, everything we've been through up until now makes us the greatness that is us, or makes us who we are. So when it comes to these conversations and these revelations, they only come by way of me going into the dark, meaning me not knowing where my next check gonna come from, where my next blessing gonna come from, but me believing in the greatness of people, me believing in the greatness that is me, enough to know that what's revealed to me will be enough of a blessing to somebody, to where they'll feel like, whatever they give, it's like, darn, I got even more from what you said to me. So I just, I feel like I want to give, not I gotta ask or beg. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm at with it. Appreciate it, Nico. And that's why I dig so deep within myself, to know that, hey, these are the things that's working for me. This is what I figured out about life. I figured out that a lot of people start acting reckless when they get old because they whole life they quench their spirit. I figured out that a lot of times when you're young, you think you're going to be old. So you do things that might cost you your life. These are things that you figure out along the way, if you're really trying to figure it out. Shout out to you, Nico. What's up with it, Elijah? Thank you for being here, Cash. Appreciate you, Miss Betty, Coda. I see the whole family in here. Shout out to you, Shabo. Like, man, be of the spirit of gratefulness, y'all. In order for things to come into your life for you to be grateful for. That's how it works. That's how it works. If you ain't already following me, send me a follow. I'll send you a follow back. We gonna run it up together. For my people on YouTube, if you ain't already subscribed, make sure you send me a subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You feel me? Shout out to my brother, No Excuses. I love that name. Let's not make no excuses from our greatness, y'all. So today, let's stop at nothing to find understanding. And when people start talking to you about love and all of that, you put that word, you replace that word love for understanding. Shout out to you, Nene. Good to see you. I'm definitely open to teaching you how to do that, Coda. I definitely lace your boots on that. Get at me on that. My Instagram is Goldie86likes. Goldie86likes. Hit me up on Instagram. Send me a message. I'll definitely get back to you. Let me know it's you, or drop your Instagram and drop your Instagram in the chat too. So when you do it, I know who it is. What's up with it? No excuses. Let's make no excuses from our greatness today. Every day is like we getting married to ourselves. Let's do something. You know how they say you gotta have something old, something new, something like that. You feel me? Well, do something weird today. You know what I'm saying? Do something out of your norm that you know is gonna make you greater for you doing this, for you transforming the ways in which you used to act. Thank you, Cash. Thank you so much. Aw, thank you, Miss Betty. We fam, bam. I'm glad I could give back something to you as well, you feel me? Because you give me great joy, just your presence a lot of times. Like, you always be joyful, you feel me? Lady Jack, hold on, Lady Jack, that's the fam, bam. I hope you have an amazing day, too. Matter of fact, we already having it. Let's speak it into existence. Let's put our thoughts on an amazing day, you feel me? So it will be. Let's put our thoughts on an amazing day. So therefore it will be. Let's not forget, when we went to the plug, we found out, you feel me? Where your thoughts are is where you reach out to. We are human beings. So your being is based on how you view it. Your state of being is how you view it. And if you're not used to viewing yourself as greatness, come through. Any chance you get, pull up on me. Even if I ain't live, I got plenty videos for you to go back and get on the vibration. To be reminded of the greatness that is you. Peace to you too, Nico. To be reminded of the greatness that is you. Man, we been at it, child. We been at it. We been at it. I can't say it enough. My new name is Grateful. You know, for some people they be like, I found the flower of life, you know, the key to life. I did too. It's to be grateful, y'all. Appreciate that, no excuses, man. Y'all is amazing. Y'all is amazing, man. I tell y'all what too. For all the beautiful people that do be checking me out, man, take it up on yourself. Take some of these snippets that stick out to y'all, that you know was a benefit to you, and you know, put that on y'all channel. It's important that the message get out here, so other people can have these revelations. And the world to be better for us being better people. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. Do something weird today. Step outside the boundaries of the labels they put on you. Step outside of them. Be as supportive of positive things as negative people are of negative stuff. Today. Start today. And so forth. And see how that seed that you planted and that you continue to water and care for going on with bear fruit of a miraculous change in your life to where you have no choice but to see the blessings and the greatness that is you. That's what's up, Cash. Glad your downloads is coming. I'm glad you plugged in, you feel me? We peeped the setup to be able to reverse the curse, recognize even a lie got to reference the truth. We on the come up, cause we putting action behind what we know is best to do. Man, plugged in, you heard me? Plugged in. I need y'all to put y'all seatbelts on for my family on TikTok. Let's go out here and see what energies we can raise up out here, y'all. We can raise up out here. That's what's up, my G. I appreciate that. I definitely want to collab with you on some of your business that you already do too. As far as the clothing, I got some ideas. For those who ready to go out here in these TikTok streets, put them ones up. Let me know y'all got y'all seatbelts on, cause might be some things out here you might see that make it hard for you to smile, but don't worry about it. Hold up now. I got you, honey child. I got you. That being said, Kinfolk, let me see what they talking about. Hold on, family. Y'all just gonna let me go in like that. Look, I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. Kinfolk, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say what? We just broke bread right now. We just broke bread right now. Peace within, peace out. Make sure you have a lovely day.